I'm sorry about that, everybody. Okay, now we're recording the meeting, so we missed the lesson and whatnot. But for those of you that are watching the recording, just go to the agenda, chicagotransitworker.com, virtual meetings button, and then see the agenda. You'll get the lesson plan and the history right there. Okay, the number was 0951. I'm gonna have to move you out of here because I can't identify you. I don't know what I'm sorry. I'll put you in the waiting room. You can send us if anyone knows who that number is, 0951, let me know. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now we're gonna go to the next item, the agenda. So we got on the agenda, we got some interactive websites you should check out. Okay. I also plugged in while we were talking how President Hill got spooked out on WBEZ when I called in. And no, it wasn't conspired with me and the reporter. I just heard his whiny voice supporting, making apologetics for our terrible working conditions and saying that CTA needs to hire a better quality of worker, some crap like that.
Eric, I had spoke with Jack Baer yesterday, and that was exactly what he was saying, that you had conspired with WBZ. It was a trap. It was just complete BS. And I said, oh, well, of course he hung up. And his reply was, well, you would hear a click. There would be a click if he hung up. And that's all they got is just this garbage that they spew. It doesn't, this isn't the 1950s or 90s. You don't hear a click when a phone goes off anymore.
Right. Right. I'm sorry. There's like this whenever people call me in the middle of a meeting, it's like, what's going on? I'm sorry, Willette's trying to call me. Willette, I'm sorry. Someone call Willette, please, and see what she needs. Please help her out. Maybe she can't get in. Thank you, Cole. You're right. Thank you. Tony, go ahead.
So piggybacking on what you're saying about Hill and him worrying about you and the whole radio thing, my thing is transit workers are still getting assaulted, beaten, shot at. I mean, all the above. And you're worrying about somebody who you feel is hurting your reputation. I think there's a problem with that. Seriously.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That was Willette trying to call in. Sorry, Willette, you're back in. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, it was really pathetic, but that's okay, right? Because he's just proving that we're the real union. We're the members, you know what I mean? And he's freaking out. But thank you. So I got Willette in here. Well, now she's gone. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, let's go to the next item. So we had the International Workers of the World organizers in our last meeting, and they wanted to know, hey, if they can ever be of any assistance. Let's talk about what happened in their meeting, or what you think about the things that they shared with us. Anybody? Any thoughts? So I guess I'll say that I think it was really great to have them on. I think we should work with them. The only issue is if we become dual carders, we're going to give our union leadership a perfect reason to put charges on us for dual unionism. So the ATU Constitution is very clear about that, and that's what they'll hit us with, dual unionism. But we can still work with them. It's just that we may not be able to be, IWW also. And that's what sucks about being ATU. ATU really is a crappy union, in my opinion. And that's why we have to work on a plan B. but we got to organize our workers before we would leave, right? And we got to have another union set up. And I think the best thing might be for us to just do that ourselves. And IWW would be a great vehicle for that, in my opinion. That's my thoughts. Nicole?
It's gonna be a little loud. I'm still in the grocery store. I'm sorry. I thought they were really helpful, and they brought some light to some of the questions I already had. And I think I agree. I know we got to get ourselves in order, but we can still work with them and get ideas and everything from them.
Yes. Tom, Colangelo, go ahead. Make sure you unmute yourself.
Yeah, good morning. I like their idea, but my thing is we're going to need legal representation against the CTA. And are they going to be able to offer it to us like an international would?
Well, I got two questions. Well, I got the one thing that I don't think, no, that's no, but no, they won't be able to do that. But why do we need legal representation against the CTA, and why did someone else have to do it? Why can't we come up with that ourselves?
Well, I mean, we could, but what are the dues and everything going to be like with this IWW?
Yeah.
You know, the dues they're claiming is $30-something a month or whatever. How do you pay for all this? Because you know the CTA likes to drag stuff out in courts and all that.
But according to I don't know. I think it's now time for us, and this is recorded. This part is recorded. If you want me to pause it, that's fine. But Illinois labor law, the Illinois Public Labor Relations Act gives us a lot of room to be able to, there's support for us to decertify and create our own union. You know what I mean? There is that, kind of ability to do that. I don't know if necessarily we need to. I mean, yeah, we're always going to have opposition, but I don't know if that's going to be the real stumbling block, the big stumbling block. I think the biggest stumbling block is organizing, getting people involved and fighting together for this. I don't know. What
my thing is, a lot of the members, they want a organization such as ATU or the Teamsters, because they feel if we were to go with a non-known organization, we wouldn't have no fight. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's an illusion, right? It's really an illusion. The real union is us, and those big unions, they're all AFL-CIO. Even the Teamsters were bought out, man. ATU bought them out. I don't want to be a part of a union that can be bought out. I mean, personally,
I get what you're saying, but if you look at the numbers they had the numbers to take over. So that's what the people I feel would be more comfortable with, is going with the bigger organization for some reason.
Yeah, and sadly, I think we'll be stuck again because we'll be paying huge dues, and it'll be the same crap. We're gonna have a huge bureaucracy that's gonna have to authorize public action and direct action, and
because
I don't know.
These bigger organizations, they get the media coverage. You don't hear about the IWW or the what's the other one, the UE?
No.
And I think that's what people need to see.
But is that media coverage genuine? You know what I'm saying? Like the media coverage that like UAW got for their strike, but that their strike was fake. The leadership made it, and it was awful. And even the ATU, they make these silly things, and it's just fake. It's all fake. I don't know.
Is the CTU part of a larger organization?
No.
Really, they're not.
Themselves. We can be our own.
Well, you certainly gets coverage, don't they?
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. The
That's
CTU is
because
part
they
of a
go on strike.
the
But
CTU is part of a larger organization.
Chicago Teachers Union, CTU.
Yeah. They are part of one of those big internationals who did not want them to strike, but they did strike. Yeah, they're part of the AFL-CIO, and I'll find which one it is while you guys are talking. But they are.
I'm sorry, we've been Tom and I have been kind of debating back and forth, so I'm going to back off. This is really good debate, Tom, but I want to let Cole in. If Cole wants to do something, Nicole got her hand. Willette's got her hand up. Go ahead, Cole.
Nicole or Cole?
The guy with the deep voice.
That'll be you, Cole.
All right. So what was I gonna say now? Go to Nicole and I'll think about what I was gonna say.
No,
I
it's
think
too
it's the
late now.
Cole and
No,
the,
no
I
problem.
think
Go,
it's the Cole and the Nicole. Y'all getting mixed up.
all right.
But we got to remember that the Illinois Relations Board is not on our side. We have to know that they're against us. Because Bob Garrett, that used to be the vice president of labor relations for CTA, they're against us. We know it. So how efficient do we think that the rules will be followed if we depended on them? Is my question.
Yeah. Nah, not much.
Not much. It's not much, Eric. So we gotta really have a good strategy for because they're not willing to help us. It's an uphill battle. I know it firsthand.
And Nicole, you just had one of your appeals.
Yeah, and but
Down by them.
after I'll just enlighten y'all. I had found I got the union dead to rights as being wrong and corrupt, and they dismissed I gave them all the evidence. And they dismissed my complaint, but it's okay because the fight not over. I never give up. I slept long nights, early mornings, pursuing it, following it. So the fight not over, but we just got to battle against them. It's just not CTA or the union we against. We against Illinois. They kind of corrupt and they want to keep everything on the low. So I'm just continuing trying to expose them, and I keep trying every avenue I can because I know I got something. I just got to get to the right department to help me, or one person willing to help me. And the Illinois Relations Board is not it, but I'm gonna keep utilizing them as an avenue.
Yes. And I think everything that we're discussing right now about this keeps going back to the one issue. And that is organizing our coworkers, no matter what we do. And Kathy just sent a message. She says CTU is part of the American Federation of Teachers. They did not want the CTU to strike. So American Federation of Teachers is the overall organization. CTU did what they wanted anyways. But you see, there's autonomy there. We don't have that at ATU. All right. And the Teamsters really don't have that either.
And that's what we need. We need autonomy. That's exactly what we need.
And we got enough numbers. If maintenance doesn't break away, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm in maintenance, and the maintenance side, especially the mechanics, are ready to bolt. So, and it might happen sooner than we think. So we really got to start learning, but we also have to we also have to organize our coworkers to fight back. No matter what union we are, we have to fight back. Go ahead, Willette. Willette's been having problems with the phone. And her audio's not connected yet.
Right.
Dang it. Oh, this technology. Okay, the other one is the National Education Association too. Okay, go ahead, Andre.
Yeah, you were saying that the maintenance department is ready to bolt, ready to do something like leave. But when you say leave, when you say ready to bolt, you mean go to another union, right?
There's a lot of sentiment, yeah, to do that, yeah, or form their own. It's really a lot of anger, frustration.
Well, this is the thing with that, going to the maintenance department, going to another union. The union wouldn't care because the numbers of them are so low, it wouldn't hurt them,
But
and then they're hurt themselves.
The point is not to hurt. The point is not to hurt. The brothers and sisters in maintenance don't want to hurt anybody. The brothers and sisters are tired of being screwed over. You know what
Well,
I
that's why
mean?
they have to get involved, and
Right,
try to take control, because they
right.
go out there and be on their own. They're like a small group of workers. So if they was really upset and they really want to do something, they can come and get involved. Because at one point, when Tommy was in, the maintenance department was taking control of the union because Marquell had them so organized in the beginning because it was about him. And they was coming out and they was making some strong moves in Local 241. But then they realized that Marquell was about Marquell, and they stopped dealing with him, and they stopped coming to the union meetings like they do. They don't even come to the union meetings at all now because they just realized he with Keith, you know. But at one point, the maintenance department was coming in strong. They were coming to the meeting 50 strong, 70 strong at a point. And that's all it took, those small amount of numbers to come in and make a wave at the union meeting. And they was doing really good. So that they need to get back to that. If they really that upset, do what we asking everybody to do. Come and be a part of the union, control your union, make decisions for these so-called union officials. They can get back to the old roots.
I agree, but and I tell them, okay, fine, we could leave, we could stay, but nothing's going to change if we don't get involved, if we don't organize, if we don't start fighting back, and it can weaken us. But we could be a small local in maintenance, bus and rail, but again, the point is whether we do it, whether maintenance breaks off or stays in, we still have to fight back. We have to organize. I think we should stay in, you know what I mean? But if the majority want to go, I got to go with the majority. Cole, go ahead.
What I was going to say is, I'd like to see us stay in ATU and see if we could fix the structure. There should be a convention coming up this year.
September.
If we can get the delegate spots, which actually would be a test of our strength before the election for the officers and the other board members and all that. But yeah, if we can get to the convention, maybe we can organize and mobilize with some other locals and try and take control of ATU. I mean, it depends what we do in the next few months. If we all, start to really organize people, talk to people that we haven't talked to before, talking to people that disagree with us, stop talking to the people that, stop speaking to the choir.
Yeah.
Because the choir is already in,
Yep.
So it's talking to the people that we haven't talked to and talking to the people that we disagree with. And
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that's a key part of organizing, y'all, is we got to be patient with people. We got to listen to them, and we got to keep bringing them the good gospel of revolution.
It's
Okay.
30. You got to listen most of the time.
Yeah.
And the other 30, say something.
Kathy, got your hand up. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I wanted to say that as far as organizing the members and trying to get people to come to the meetings and stuff, I think with the contract looming, that's a good issue to organize around, and that lots of people, I believe, are going to be interested in that. And there'll be plenty of debate if people, once you finally get the TA. But in the meantime, I think it's not going to be so easy to get people to vote against it because of that doggone back pay, retro check, and hazard pay. If they lump it all together, people are going to vote for it. And it's going to be the worst contract ever. Every year is worse than the year before, pretty much. So I think that's a perfect issue to try and get people maybe to come to the meetings or to take some kind of a stand. And just one other thing I wanted to add, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to tie this in the best way, but when we had that big meeting at 308 where I posted those pictures this week, it was the maintenance department that organized a lot of that because they felt their jobs were threatened because the second chancers, they knew it was time to renew it. So there was that. And also we had made an events page to have a strike vote. And a couple hundred people at least were on that page, and we invited a whole bunch of people. So that's not as good as talking face to face. And I don't want to ramble, but I think that the contract struggle, if you guys at work can get that contract voted down, that's going to be, I think, that's going to make people feel stronger. It's going to make people feel like they're doing something instead of just the same old, same old.
Right. And that's the thing is people, a lot of us think there's a shortcut to organizing. We really don't want to deal with each other. We would rather not. We'd rather just press a button, pay a salary, ask someone from the outside to come and save us. But it's us. It's the man and the woman in the mirror that is going to solve our problems. And I'm glad you brought up that contract, because the Justice Coalition, guess what? They love to say we don't do anything. Well, we have made a contract. And this is called the workers' contract. And in the agenda, you'll see the link. It's also at the Justice Coalition website. All you have to do is scroll down to the workers' contract button right there and check it out. Be a part of this. We have a whole hazard pay pandemic plan thing in there. We got stuff dealing with eliminating having one tier, full-time permanent, sick days, all kind of stuff. So, you know, we got to vote no on the contract, but we got to have an alternative too.
I want to have a serious conversation about this, Eric, because I have been thinking about this. If we push the workers' contract, is CTA gonna go for it at all? Honestly,
No, they won't. They will never go for anything, Cole. We have to fight for it. And that's the thing. We're doing this for the members, not the CTA. We're doing this for the members to show the members you can control your own destiny, but you got to fight for it. And what we're doing is we're providing inspiration, and we're providing real tangible tools to help the members take control of the union, take control of their jobs, and take power from the Chicago Transit Authority and the city of Chicago. Vicky, you got your hand up. Vicky Johnson, welcome. Oh, she's gone. Oh no. Unmute
Good
yourself.
morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon, you guys. I just want to congratulate you guys. I've been watching it. You know, I'm a unjust discharge worker, but I still believe in the fight. I still believe that you got to stand up. And like you said, Eric, to code, it's about the members. You guys got to get to the member. You got to get organized, and it's about your agenda. It's not about their agenda, because CTA have an agenda, and their agenda is getting across because of the corrupted leadership that who's supposed to be representing the membership of us, of this dear union, that a strong union that we have. But you got to get to, like you said, Eric and Andre, you guys are doing a good job. I really, oh God, y'all just don't know how. I just want to get in a fight. I have some ideas, a lot of ideas that maybe we can like do a campaign and make sure, like, inspire the co-workers, the members, and let the members know it's about you. This is your fight. You are the leader. You are the leader of this union, and you can do that. We just got to round them up and gear it to the membership, because the reason why I say that, I'm not like involved like I used to be. But when I talk to a lot of members, they call me, they let me know what's going on. Did you see this, Vicky? Even people on 308, I got a lot of people that I know on 308, they tell me, they keep me informed about a lot of stuff going on. And then when I go on Facebook and I look at the stuff, and then I talk to the drivers, how they are so oh my God, I just, when I was talking to him, I felt like, man, I wish I was still there so I could fight and I can encourage, because that's one of the things that I did. I encouraged my coworker and let them know this is our union, this is our dollars. Why not? Stop throwing our money away. Take our union back. This is our union. So, I mean, I'm so proud of you guys. I am so proud, and we'll get together soon. As soon as I get my shoulder back together, we could do something. I really want to work with you guys, because I do plan on, hopefully, I don't know when to come back, but I don't know.
And we have to fight for it, because again, you're another case of some BS trifling crap, and you got caught up in it, and then the union leadership is like, all right, we got her. Cool. There goes her grievance. Oops.
Well, Vicky, I hope that you have a grievance on file, because if you have a grievance on file, you're still a member too. You're not fighting. You just laid off temporarily till we get you back right. So you're still a member, and you got a lot of fighting in it, it sounds like. So don't say you're not a member, because I believe you are.
Oh yeah. I'm still, thank you for that. I'm still a member. It's just that the people that's in the leadership, they have like the officials that's in leadership now, they blocks me. They do a lot of stuff. I got so much evidence where the president of 241, oh my God.
Vicky, he blocks me too. He definitely blocks me as much as he can. We're all blocked.
Yeah, same here. They blocked me. Our secretaries blocked me. The presidents blocked me. My own board members threatened me to put harassment charges on me. You know, so yeah, we're on the same boat. Isn't it great?
Tenfold, yes, definitely.
But thank you, and you're always welcome. Please, we encourage anyone, even if you're not people who are not CTA workers or PACE workers, you want some other company, but you're pro-union, you're pro-revolution, you're always welcome to participate in our meetings. So a couple of little things. So anyways, let's just keep this going. The international workers of the world, you know, they said they're available for us. So I think we should utilize that. But, you know, we'll just follow up on that later if there's anything else we want to move on. Okay, softball team. One of the brothers in the shop is in the rail side, wants to create a softball team of, I believe, bus and rail workers. You know, Torre, are you on the call? I don't think you're on the call, so I really can't say nothing about it. I told him, well, come on and talk about it, but he's not here, so can't talk about it. We got a bowling Operation Strike Force, a bowling team. Any Cole or anyone, could you give us an update? Anything?
Well, we have to decide on a day. So
Okay.
I don't know if you want to do a poll, or we could just unilaterally decide.
No, always do a poll. Democracy.
Okay. Yeah, democracy.
No unilateralism here.
So yeah, I don't know.
Y'all out of order.
I could do that. Where would you want it done on the Justice Coalition page? I imagine.
Well, all of our polls are like open Google polls, so they can be posted anywhere and shared anywhere. But so what you got to do is you got to give a bunch of dates to me, and I will create the poll for you.
Okay, so I'll get with the committee.
Yeah,
and we'll figure it out with Janice and Nicole.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Okay, cool. So now we got 15 minutes left. I just want to mention real quick, we have a candidate forum. You know, elections are not the solution. Officer elections are not the solution, but it is a solution. It is very relevant to our fight for revolutionary unionism. So what we need to do is build a candidate forum. So please, at the Chicago Transit Worker .com virtual organizing meetings, click on the agenda, click on the poll, not the poll, but this forum. We need everybody on this call, fill out this form. You've been
Can I
recruited.
speak about this, Eric?
We need everyone, hang on one second.
Sure.
We need everyone, hang on one second.
Sure.
We even me, I've filled one out. People want me to run for this and run for, I said, well, then nominate me. But as part of the Justice Coalition, I got to fill this out too. I don't want any of these. I don't want a position. I don't really like being involved like that. I don't like this thing that you elect people and things are going to be fixed. I don't like that at all. I think it's a shortcut. But we all have to be willing to participate because it is a union and we need officers in 241 and 308 who care about the members, don't care about a salary, and want union democracy. And if you're on this call, you want union democracy. So everybody on this call, please fill out that form. Go ahead, Cole.
What I was going to say is I feel we definitely do need to be looking for people to run. I've started to look. I've started to ask people what are their thoughts about running. I know that it shouldn't be the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is organizing and mobilizing, getting people involved, changing their behaviors, so they actually get some change. But we do need leaders, unfortunately. So
We need elected officers. We got leaders.
Yeah, we
All
got
of us
leaders.
here are
You're right.
leaders.
Elected, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Elected officers.
Yeah.
So please start asking people, are you thinking about running? People that you believe are good leaders, have character, principles, not your friends necessarily.
Yeah. And recruit them. Just say, hey, fill out this form. You know what I mean? Let's not even ask them. Say, hey, no, we need you to be we need you to go through the form here on the Justice.
It's public service.
Yeah.
It's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
It certainly is a sacrifice.
Yeah. And we do that now. How much sleep do we all lose doing these things, these calls, these meetings? This takes time and energy. None of us are getting paid for this. None. And we don't want to be. Local 241-308 merger poll is still open. Let's look at the results so far. Do you like the idea of 241 and 308 merging? Has won 43% so far are we need to leave the ATU. That's the majority. The ATU sucks. 38 say yes, they like the idea, and 12% say no, and 5% say maybe. And then we have some other comments here. Join the Teamsters, too much to list, unite as an entire workforce, organize and make it happen. Pretty cool. See that changing. Retiree Healthcare Trust Lawsuit Progress Report. Brother Steve, are you on the call? He's not. Next meeting date. I'm hoping we could do it 2 weeks from today. Any protestations to that? So we got 10 minutes left in our meeting. I want to just knock this part out and then we're done. Anyone have any problem with 2 weeks from today? So that'll be 1-2. That'll be January 2nd. Next date, January 2nd.
What would the time be, Eric?
Let's do 1:30 p.m. That seemed to be really popular. What do y'all think? Any objections? All right.
No objections.
Cool. So I'm going to plug that in, get that ready. All right. So we got 9 minutes left. It's yours. Whoever wants to talk about whatever you want.
Well, if someone wants to talk, I guess I'll say something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I talk a lot if you guys don't know. But yeah, I just find comfort in this coalition. I think Tom made a joke to me the other day about the coalition. It is like everything to me. I look so forward to these meetings. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. It is so refreshing to have people on the same page. And even when we're not on the same page, that's refreshing too, because at the end of the meeting, we always agree to disagree. We're not falling out. Like, our present administration. It just shows that there is some real leadership in this group. And as Eric say, everybody needs to fill out that poll because, you know, we're just looking for transparency in our future. And I guess that's all I have to say.
Oh,
Thank
that's so
Um,
nice.
the thing that I was gonna say is, I'm not much of a reader. I mean, I read our news articles and magazine articles. But if you're really interested in this union stuff, look on YouTube. Listen to the videos, watch the videos. There's plenty of things on YouTube. So you can gain some knowledge about organizing and mobilizing, getting people involved.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, you don't necessarily got to read.
Hey, we were talking about a particular organizer, Jane McElvey, right?
Yes, that's right. She's got some great ideas. She's fantastic. I've been really impressed. I wish we could get a hold of her. I might write her a letter.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, let's talk about the vision right now. If we actually could pull this off and we get to the point of doing an action, we could have some serious impact in the city. And that's, to me, not just for ourselves, but we could show other locals within the city and maybe across the nation that you can get it together too. This is possible. We can make it a reality. It's just we're gonna have to do we're gonna have to do the work to get ourselves there.
On the screen, I put some videos on YouTube from Jane McElvey, and one of the videos, which I really enjoyed, is building worker power in the new Gilded Age, and she talks about tests, structure tests, and every protest we do, everybody, it's small, it seems insignificant, we don't get media coverage. Screw the media. The protests are tests for us as organizers and our co-workers.
Yes.
They test our resolve to see how dedicated we are, and they test our heart. And are we there to be seen, or are we there to inspire others who see us?
Yeah.
That's the thing. When the ATU people get together, they're like, we need this and we need that, and it's all fake as hell. It's just a joke. It's just an expensive charade, but for us, it's all about the members. You'll see our signs are like, there's typos on them, and they're handwritten. Some are in pencil and crayon and spray paint, and some look like super
It's not
duper.
signs that just got brought out of the closet.
Right. And then the ATU signs look like, they look like corporate things, like one ATU. What the hell does that mean? No one knows what that means. And they don't want one ATU. You see Hill and Dixon, we're like, oh, we're separate unions. Well, now you want one ATU. Make up your mind. Sorry for the rant. Anybody else?
I just want to say we need to continue to do the things that we're doing, continue to talk to our co-workers, continue to inspire our co-workers. Lately, we've been having some great discussions in our garages, and 103rd. Sometimes, I come in, people just want to talk.
That's a Glen too. Yeah.
People, the people are starting to realize they do have some momentum in the local. They like to do it from the garage more comfortably, but we got to keep working on them to get out their comfort zone, to come to the union meeting, to participate, to direct their union officials, because these guys are their employees. So we need to make them understand, you got 2 employees here that's there on Tuesday and Thursday. You need to get some information out of them, get some direction out of them. And if they don't have the answer, make sure they call you with the answer, So we try to get the members to understand that they're the powerful ones, and the union officials or elected people are nothing but wayward employees.
Yeah. They are in need of corrective action, and that's what we're doing.
Yep.
Just like they like to say, the union is like a business and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, we're going to be like a business. We're gonna put some corrective action on your butt in order to get you to serve us. And if you don't like your job, you can quit. Sister Jan, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, Eric. Hi, everybody. I would love to attend union meetings, but I work on the night that union meetings are given. So it's not that we don't want to attend, it's just that we can't attend. There needs to be more options for people like myself that we can get the information, that we can attend more days, more times, virtual, whatever it needs to be done, but there needs to be more options for us so that we can attend meetings and be more
Take a bylaw change,
valuable.
probably.
Can I elaborate on that a little bit? I don't mean to cut you off, Jen. You know, part of my little organization I've been doing is I'm trying to get some members to like take off work certain days to come. I know it's like hard to take off work, but that's how important the union meetings is. And once we get that, we have to take some type of action. Like, so I'm going to be taking off because we have to be at the.
So hard. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not knocking you.
I'm sorry
it
to
is
cut you off, Nicole, but when you're part-time, it's really hard to be, and you're the only breadwinner in your household. That's not enough. That is not enough.
I know what you're saying. I'm not saying for you. So
it has
that's
to
one of
be.
the things. I understand what you're saying, but just to piggyback on that, I know it's not an option, but they have other options, maybe like trade your day. We have to take some type of risk, and I'm not knocking you because I totally understand. But like maybe trading your off day to come to the meeting. The meetings are so important, and once we get them back on track, then we don't have to do that. But you know, we have to attend the meetings. We can make a million excuses, but you're gonna stay part-time if we don't, because we could change the day of the meeting if you come to the meeting. If we get a star,
That's right. If we get enough people to
there,
the meeting,
we can't
Nicole.
do anything. And like I understand exactly what you said, the breadwinner, but I'm willing to take, and I know my situation is different from yours. But I can sometimes trade his day. Well, she brought that to my attention. You can trade your day and work another day, you know, to come to these meetings. But that's the thing. There's letters that keep us right here where we are. I can't do it, and that'll stop us from doing it. We have to find some motivation to get to these meetings. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying you, but just everybody.
Thank you, Jan. And here's the job. Here's what as full-timers, I'm a full-timer. We actually have a moral obligation to lift up our part-time sisters and brothers and actually speak up for them and fight for them. And yeah, they're not going to be able, like Jan said, to be able to do what we do as easy as we do it. I happen to, it's hard. I got to switch my off days, you know what I mean? But it is different being full-time and that part-time, and it just sucks. So one thing we're doing in the Justice Coalition, and Ken Franklin threw this out in the trash. He said it was out of order, same old crap. We're going to do this again this year. I hope to get this out. But membership meeting reports must be published online. So we have at the Justice Coalition, we have a whole bunch of bylaw reforms for Local 308, but we got to do this for 241 too. But one of those is every member votes and membership meeting reports must be published online. And that way, and also we could do meetings. So you want to have multiple meetings. We tried to do that too. And the union officers insulted us and they got enough people to come and vote against it. So we've been working on this thing. We just got to, again, we do have to have members show up. So part-timers can't always do it easily. So the full-timers got to carry the slack for them. That's it, everybody. We're at noon. Any final thoughts? And then we gotta stop because I gotta get
this
to
final
work.
thought is that's why we got to fight for full-time jobs for everyone. Eliminate the part-time position.
Yes.
It's a suck situation that they in,
Yes.
and we got to fight for all part-timers, and we want all full-timers on the property.
Yes.
And that's where we at.
Not just the position, but they got to be able to pay into the pension, and
Yes.
because what they're fixing to do is they're going to make you all full-time, but then they'll say 3 years you won't be paying into the pension, you may not get the same benefits. They're slick and clever, and
But that's why we got to fight for equality as being full-time.
Yep.
We got to fight.
Well, y'all, everybody has to go to work. This meeting has to end. Sorry, I know I'm out of order.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, y'all. Thanks a lot.
Everybody have a good week.
By
Be
the
safe.
way,
So take care.
By the way, if anyone's interested, the background picture of my screen here, this is a illustration describing the 1888 Motorman strike in Chicago. And they really tore stuff up to make a foundation for us. Many people died and were fired so that we could have this ATU, as crappy and dysfunctional as it is. Thanks, everybody.
You're welcome. Have a great holidays, you guys.
Bye-bye.